Afghans living in central Helmand are getting used to living under a new rule. For the past 4 years, this district of Nad Ali was under the control of the Taliban. Then a month ago, Afghan and ISAF forces launched a joint operation to push the insurgents out and regain a hold of the area. The military phase of Operation Moshtarak was fairly successful, as the Taliban failed to put up much of a fight. The hard part comes now, rolling out development programs and implementing local governance. For a long time now, government reach has had very little authority in the more isolated rural areas, particularly here in the south of the country. I was told that some of the local people here did not even know what their national flag looked like until the Afghan National Army placed it on their compounds. But what does seem to be clear is that they know they have a government and they want it to help them.
او چې ملت د باچا د یو خاني نشي کوای چې کوم یې نه پراځي چې ملت سره کومک وکړي ملت آباد کړي بس خیر
د چا ناموس او کور دا ته غلا نور مرسته کو که دې کاغه مرج حکومت خو د وطن لپاره ښه دی چې حکومت ویني چې سم کار.
While it's important for the people of Nad Ali to start seeing signs of local governance, an ongoing challenge still remains in trying to unite what is traditionally a tribal and feudal society. There are more than 30 tribal groups represented in this region of Helmand alone, which means there is no one single tribal power bloc that holds sway. So for the Afghan government and ISAF, in order to gain the people's trust, they must find something which appeals to them all.
There isn't really a common identity other than their association with the land and farmers. And so that's why at its heart it's an agricultural area, and that's what we have to appeal to in terms of improving their quality of life and restoring this place as a licit economic agricultural area. Because at the moment, where you have instability, you have the ability to grow poppy.
And mass poppy cultivation is what's been going on here for some years now. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, 90% of the world's opium supply originates from Afghanistan, 60% of which is grown here in Helmand. Much of the money swapping hands goes into funding the insurgency, so efforts are being made to offer farmers alternative crops to grow.
Because of the wider influence of narcotics, it's important that we try and transition to a licit economy. So forces in Helmand have been offering a seed program to farmers who, provided they meet certain criteria, can get access to heavily subsidized seed to allow them to grow fruit, vegetables and winter forage crops.
So things are changing slowly. The early signs are positive, but there's a long way to go yet. The Afghan government and ISAF have to keep up the momentum and deliver on their promises. For both, the failure of Operation Moshtarak cannot be an option. William Bonnett for the NATO channel in central Helmand, southern Afghanistan.